222 million euros for one footballer. With that money, you could buy 3 brand new Boeing 737 airplanes. You could build 10 schools. But in 2017, that was the price Paris Saint-Germain paid for one man, Neymar Jr. Since then, the price tags have only gotten crazier. We now live in a world where a 22-year-old midfielder can cost over 100 million. But why? Is it just talent? Or is there something else going on behind the scenes that has broken the football economy? The answer is a lot more complex than you think. To understand why players are so expensive, you first have to understand where the money comes from. And the answer, in 2 words, is television rights.
TV deals are a huge part of a football club's income. It's also the key reason why the Premier League enjoys such financial power. So how have the TV deals for the Premier League compared against the rest of Europe? Well, Premier League TV rights for the recent 2023-24 season stood at 4 billion euros cumulatively, twice that of La Liga in second place and 4 times as much as the Bundesliga, Serie A and Liga. What's more interesting is the growth. Premier League TV rights grew 12% annually on average over the decade, while La Liga grew 9%, Serie A grew 3%, and Liga grew 0%. So not only are the rights the largest, they're also the fastest growing. In fact, even UEFA TV rights have grown slower at 9% and are 25% lower than the Premier League. This of course creates a virtuous cycle for the league. More TV revenue enables higher spending, therefore better players and managers, more eyeballs, and even higher TV rights going forwards.
Years, the market was inflating, but it was still under some control. Then came August 3, 2017. This is the single most important event in transfer history. Neymar had a release clause in his Barcelona contract for 222 million euros. These clauses were designed by clubs to be impossibly high, a warning to other teams. They were meant to say he's not for sale. But they didn't count on a club backed by the wealth of an entire nation, Qatar. When PSG triggered Neymar's clause, they didn't just buy a player, they made a geopolitical statement.
Spending and spending and spending, thinking there'll be no tomorrow.
Sending the club to ruins.
When Neymar was sold, Catalan journalists said to me, we're not worried about Neymar leaving, we're worried about what they're going to do with the money.
When Neymar leaves and you decide to spend your money, basically throwing the money away on Griezmann, Coutinho, Dembele, all great players, but overpaying as well. And the way they did was basically sending the club to ruins.
They didn't spend some of the Neymar money, they spent all of it.
But it's not those signings only, it's also the fact of the contract extensions with the money that came in after Neymar. Basically, Barcelona just gave everything that they wanted.
And they kept repeating the same mistakes to a point where the debt was just immense. Not helped by the fact that there was COVID. All of a sudden, when they have to raise 1 billion euros in income to be able to pay everything, that there was no money that was coming in.
In the Giuseppe Bartomeu era, they were complacent, spending and spending and spending, thinking there'd be no tomorrow, no day. They had to foot the bill.
And second, market disruptors like the Saudi Pro League. When a brand new league with seemingly bottomless funds enters the market, it creates chaos. They aren't just buying the best players, they are massively overpaying for good but not great players. This inflates the value of the average professional, meaning clubs now have to pay more just to keep their own talent from leaving. Finally, the price tag you see on the news isn't even the full story. That $100 million fee is just the beginning. On top of that, clubs pay astronomical wages, sometimes over €500,000 euros a week. Then there are massive fees for agents, which can be tens of millions of euros, and huge signing-on bonuses for the player and his family. Clubs pay these prices because a star player isn't just an athlete. They are a global marketing tool who sells shirts, attracts sponsors, and gets millions of eyeballs on social media.
Is any player actually worth over 100 million? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you want more simple explanation, make sure to like and subscribe.